Welcome, Vintage Gamers, Wednesday Night League. It has finally happened. Our favorite opponent, Absorbenthree, did get a 5-0 list published, and you are looking at it right now in front of the screen. This is an absolutely wild collection of red, green, and black magic cards. One-ofs in the main with no way to find them. Missing Mox Jet, and a variety of goodies. This is actually a pretty far departure, I feel, from the normal Absorbenthree list. I'll show you one of those from a surgical before. But what I'm going to do today is I'm not going to play this exact list. I don't have the heart to play the one-of cage with no way to find it. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take this list and another list that I've seen them play, and we're going to try to take the same ideas and some of the same cards and put them together into a more consistent shell that vibes with what I'm trying to do in Magic. So we're going to take some of their main, cards that are very key to their identity. One Dryad Militant, Allosaurus Shepherd, Red Elemental Blast, Cinder Vines. Like some of these cards, and definitely, obviously, Minx and Grist are very strong in a vacuum, and we can make them work. So this is what they 5-0'd lift. Obviously, again, congratulations to them. I really enjoy playing against them because they always play with a bunch of new and exciting cards. This is, however, is more like the decks I typically see them play. These kind of red-green Simian Spirit Guide for Pyroblast, Treetop Village, one Urza Saga. This is very similar to what I see them play most of the time. The red-green Stompy, per se. And so what I'm going to do is I'll show you guys what I put together. I put together this red-green / JUND, mid-range, Hate Bear, Stompy, all those terms that mean nothing style deck. And the big change that I'm going to make is I'm going to add 4 green Sun Zenith, which is going to help me find my one-ofs. And then I'm going to add other ways of introducing consistency. I think that these decks always want to be playing a bunch of Deathrite Shamans. Deathrite Shaman is going to help advance you to playing your 2- and 3-drop green creatures while you wasteland your opponent. Here I'm going to try to play, one Ignoble Hierarch because they're always on some kind of Hierarch in between my Deathrite Shamans, but you could totally play 4 Deathrite Shamans here. So you can see I'm still taking a lot of their namesake creatures here. We got Dryad Militant, Allosaurus Shepherd, Collector Roof, Outland Liberator, Scavenging Ooze, Tarmogoyf, Endurance, Grist, and I'm sprinkling in a couple other one-ofs to add variety. Here I have a Manglehorn, which is my way of shouting out to Root Maze, which we are going to play in the sideboard. But this is, a tutorable Root Maze effect that should help against, combo artifact variants. What else we got? I've got I put 4 Vigors in. Like I said, these one-ofs in a blue deck with no cantrip, a non-blue deck with no cantrips. I don't like the fact that it's too much off the top of your library. I want to introduce some consistency, so we're gonna play 4 ofs of some cards that matter, and obviously use green Sun Zenith to make the creature base more consistent while not having to play a ton of individual cards. Still gonna play, or I'm gonna play a bunch more of the powerful red-green Planeswalkers. Minx and Red and 6 are 2 of the best Planeswalkers ever printed, and if we're gonna be in red-green, they're like one of the main reasons you want to be in red-green. So here we're gonna, establish a kind of a typical Deathrite Shaman Wasteland mana base, where we're gonna have, the 5 Wastelands to go with our Deathrite Ren and 6. Also, I put an Elvish Reclaimer in the Green Sun Zenith package, which will help us play, one of the things that Absorbenthree likes to do is play 1 Saga, which is cool and strong. But if you can't find your Saga when you need your Saga, then I don't think it really works out. But this way, we can Green Sun Zenith for an Elvish Reclaimer and then tutor for our Saga. And that's the whole idea. We still have some of their favorite, Red Elemental Blast, Pyroblast, Lightning Bolts in the main. What I did in the sideboard is I changed up their pieces of Graveyard Hate to crop rotations, the typical Luris Deathrite Shaman crop rotation package of Tabernacle, Karakas, Bajuka Bog to go with our Strip Mine Wasteland Saga. And in addition to Life from the Loam, so we can actually kind of play that grindy Wasteland-based style. I'm going to keep their anti-combo pieces with Root Mazes and Pyrostatic Pillars. And then I'm going to keep their anti-shops pieces and actually put an extra one in. They were playing 1 Seeds of Innocence. I'm going to play 2 Seeds of Innocence because casting Seeds of Innocence against Mishra's Workshop is just the greatest feeling. So we're definitely going to play 2 Seeds of Innocence. And then I'm also adding in Fury. I just have a lot of respect for this card now. I've been playing lots and lots of testing leagues with different kind of lists that play Fury. This card's just very, very good. And I think it's a good answer for some kind of creature mirror. So yes, this is my take on an Absorbenthree style deck. Hopefully it will be powerful, fun, and get some of the same vibes as what they're normally doing. And we'll see, maybe they'll take some of these ideas as well. If you'd like to see your deck played on this channel, check out the Patreon link in the description below, where you can find all the information you need to submit a donation deck list. Let's battle. Okay, here we go. Round one, Zol. Usually a HollowVine or a Deathrite Shaman player, so we'll have to see. This hand has, I mean, it has magic cards. It's probably pretty good against a 4-color Walker hand. Probably decent against some HollowVine hands even. I have to consider what I want to do with this hand. I'm going to keep this hand. I just have to consider what I want to do with this hand. I haven't cast very much Grist. It's not exactly a vintage card, but vintage is moving in more towards a creature direction recently, so I could see this card being reasonable. My opponent has mulligan to 4, so I'm going to assume HollowVine. And if they're on HollowVine, what is our best plan of action? Is it just Forest? I like Scavenging Ooze. Maybe Deathrite Shaman? Maybe it's just get a Grist going. So this is a creature when it's in my library and graveyard and hand and stack. But on the battlefield, it's a walker. Interesting. Grist only goes up to 4, so it doesn't even survive a Vengevine hit. I'm trying to figure out if I want to go Green Sun Zenith or if I want to go Scavenging Ooze, Hold Open Lotus activation. Or I could Green Sun Zenith for a Deathrite Shaman and play a Skooz and a Saga. Is that true? Green 1 Deathrite Shaman Skooz, but then I can't activate. My opponent is trying to figure out their mold of 4 still, so we're just kind of trying to figure out what our turn 1 is going to be. I think we're going to go under the assumption that they're HollowVine. Triad Militant, not good for this matchup. Better for Yogg-Will Breach decks. We could also go Green Sun for a Allosaurus Shepherd and then play Grist. Green Sun for Allosaurus Shepherd is 2, and then play Grist and play Saga. Yeah, we don't have a strip mine right now, but it's actually not unreasonable because Squee is entirely predicated on the fact that Bazaar has to be in play. My opponent mulliganed like 5 minutes ago, so they're probably close to timing out of this game, unfortunately. I don't know if they lost power or I don't know what's going on, but they might end up forfeiting this game. Yeah, Militant's only instant sorceries. I don't know. I don't know what's going on. Oh, here they did lose connection. They have just rejoined. Hopefully they can... Okay, they were only 3 minutes ago. So as long as they make a mulligan decision in the next 2 minutes or so, we'll be okay. Yeah, I actually think there are a ton of reasonable options here, and I have no idea. I think the Reclaimer line is pretty reasonable because of how important a strip mine is. All of our lines lose to Fury. I don't know if a Reclaimer is better than a Deathrite Shaman, though. Deathrite Shaman eating Squeeze could be really good. I think I want to... Wait, what can I even fetch with this Saga? I can fetch Jet and Ruby. No, I can't fetch Jet. I can fetch Emerald and Ruby. I don't think we want to play the Saga. I don't think there's any reason to expose ourselves so right immediately. I don't think that we will be making constructs on turn 2 anyways. So that makes me want to do Green Sun for 2 plus Grist. I hope our opponent shows up. All this talking, if we don't get to play this game, I'll be pretty sad. Okay, here we go. So they are on Squee. They are on a mold of 3. I think we're going to get a Reclaimer and a Grist. No, that can't be right. Well, because we don't need a Deathrite Shaman if we have a Scooz, right? Yeah, I think... I guess if we leave up 4... Okay, my opponent has negated our Scavenging Ooze. Or, sorry, negated our Black Lotus. Okay, I'm gonna go Green Sun for a Reclaimer now, because their last card should be Bazaar of Baghdad. I guess the downside here is if they hit something I want to eat. Wow. Long term, this is going to be good. Am I going to have to sacrifice this Saga to get a Wasteland? I almost hate this. I almost wish I had a Deathrite Shaman. Then I could just play Ooze and pass. Justin. I still think that, like, if I get a Strip Mine here and they don't hit anything good, then we just instantly win the game, right? This one of Saga, I just wish it was a forest already. Why? All right, what did we hit? They hit a Master of Death, so they are gonna get one thing back already. I guess if I top deck a green source, I can eat the next Master of Death. So Strip Mine. That's not a good play. You're not gonna want to do that one. That was a very sus play. Don't really like that one from them. Nice. Not a green source. I think green source was slightly better. Like a Taiga would have been really good. Because I'd like to be able to scavenge goons and eat, but at least this is letting me... Okay, they're just off it. That's kind of what I figured. So that's the reason I went for this Reclaimer line. My opponent mulligans a lot. You know, not mulligan all the way down to 3. And their deck doesn't function without a Bazaar of Baghdad. So I felt like if we Reclaimer and get a Wasteland, that should be winning. If my opponent just held their Wasteland up, though, it would be really hard for me to Reclaimer into a Wasteland. But then they have to beat the Saga, so it's a little awkward. I'm not convinced my line is... I still am not convinced my line is better than, like, getting a Scavenging Ooze in play. But it is what it is. So post board here, we're going to go Crop Rotations, and then we're going to grab Tabernacle and Bog. No need for Caracas. Probably grab Loam. And then... don't think this is a Root Maze matchup. The question will be, do we want Furies? I don't know. So what don't we want? I don't think we want Vigor. I mean, it kills Hollow One, but maybe we'll bring in Furies to beat Hollow One. We definitely don't want Chalice of the Void. We don't want Pyro, Red Elemental Blast, Lightning Bolt. We do want Misstep because we want to be able to beat Noxious Revival. We don't really want Dryad Militant, but we do want Hex Drinker Don't really want Collector Oof or Cindervines. I actually think Manglehorn will stay as a tutorable way to kill Hollow One. So now I have to think of which of these cards is the best to keep in. Vigor kills Hollow One. The problem is this is only... I mean, we're not on the play. If we were on the play, I kind of think this would be pretty reasonable. But I'm just going to keep in... I guess we'll just keep in Cindervines. It kills a Hollow One. And we'll keep in a Collector Oof in a Bolt. I mean, we could keep in the anti-counter magic. Maybe it's fine. Maybe that's actually better than just... I don't know. I don't really like fighting over the counter magic angle very much. But Bolt and Cindervines are pretty bad, so... And this will give us more red cards, too, so that's probably reasonable. All right, let's try this again. I just don't really like fighting over forces very much in this matchup, but maybe it works out. Yeah. Well, I got water. We got that. Opponent is unfortunately having some internet problems. I think this hand's not good enough. It just doesn't do anything very fast. I can't even, do like a turn 1 besiege you or anything. I'm gonna just mulligan this. This has the Tabernacle and the Bog in the hand. But it has an Endurance, has an Emerald. I guess this is keep. Kind of a weird hand. Oh, I forgot. I thought I boarded the Collector Roof out. I got boarded one of the Collector Roofs out. All right, I'm gonna probably bottom the Collector Roof because I can't afford to play it. Maybe we'll board the Seeds back in, Cinder Vines, or maybe we'll board the Root Base back in game 3. All right, instead of Collector Roof if we make it that far. I'll just keep the Minx, which I can pitch to Endurance, the same as the Collector Roof. So, and then can maybe win me the game in the long term. They're on 5 cards. So I think they're on a Serum Powder, a mulligan to 4. Wow, they are really unlucky tonight. All right, so 4-card hand. Let's see what they've got. If they do have a Vengevine draw, we probably have to Endurance it. If they don't have a Vengevine draw, we should be able to get some amount of Bazooka Bog value. Well, doesn't look like they have any kind of graveyard draw here. They do have a Hollow One, though. Sometimes that's just enough. It's probably not enough to our Tabernacle, but... We can even crop rot this Bog into something else later. I'm not sure they're going to play on from here, to be perfectly honest. I know they mulliganed a bunch, and seeing Tabernacle kill Hollow One Root Wall is probably not going to make them very happy. We'll see who they play on. If they play on, we have to pay for our Hierarch. We don't really have a fast clock of any kind. So they have the Wasteland, okay. Oh, but they're gonna wait. I mean, normally it makes sense for them to wait on this Wasteland, right? But we're gonna be able to crop rot our Bazooka or our Tabernacle into something like a Wasteland. Oh my god. So that's the question, I guess, is... kind of just want to draw land for turn. That technically is land for turn. I mean, they're like almost never going to wasteland me on their turn because I can have multiple wastelands, and they want to wasteland me on my end step. So I don't really think not advancing our board state is good. I think playing Hierarch is just better. Oh, they're gonna wait even longer. This is fine though. Like these all pay for themselves. I'm not really at risk here. I really just didn't want to spend my bog without getting value. But I mean, if I don't hit my land drop here, I probably just play bog anyways. I mean, we don't have to hold crop route up for Tabernacle, but it just feels like a really good play, right? Like I can wasteland their Bazaar at any point. And maybe I should be. Maybe I should have done it when they had, no chance of countering me, but... I still have 5 more wastelands in my deck, too. I might be supposed to just deploy the bog, so I actually are getting mana, but... Hogak is not out of favor. It had 16 pilots in the Sunday challenge. Is that a true statement? I just make that up off the top of my head. Why do I feel like that's not a true statement? Hogak had 7 pilots in the Sunday challenge. What am I talking about? Is it the whole weekend? 7 pilots. It had 9 pilots on Saturday and 7 pilots on Sunday, and it was the most played deck in both challenges last weekend. Which I don't know why. I did draw the Wasteland, huh? It's pretty nice. So now my bog can actually get value, probably not this turn, but maybe next turn. Oh, Vine, 1 Root Walla. Well, I have Endurance if the Vine comes back, huh? It's currently broken right now, but my data goes up and it's in the Discord and on my Twitter if you want to go check it out. Also, my Twitter has a link to the spreadsheet where you can see all the data from the last year and a half as well. You don't get deck lists is the only difference, really. Yeah, I'm going to crop rot this tab for sure. Yeah, I don't post deck lists, but I post past the top 32, so I would look at my data unless you're looking for actual deck lists. In that which case, I would go to probably Goldfish instead of Wizard site because you can see more than one page. Last weekend's data is up, but it's all broken. Like a lot of the things are not in the right spot. Yeah, I mean the transition to Daybreak broke it. So, but I have the top. I have all the decks. I mean they did publish the top 32. It was just really weird. I kind of think I'm just supposed to endurance this and pitch my Minx. Minx would close the game. But I don't really feel like... I guess I can just crop rotate into a wasteland. Then they just won't play the Bazaar. I'm just gonna endurance this. This gets rid of Vine and gets rid of their Bazaar to get Noxious. I think this just makes sense. Obviously, I won't have a very quick way to end this game yet, and maybe that could come back and bite me, but I feel like not giving them Bazaar back just feels wrong. But I don't know. I don't think they'll end up paying for this Wasteland, because then I can draw Wasteland and Wasteland them. I think they'll just Wasteland me, and then I'll turn my crop rotation. I guess I can turn my crop rotation into a Saga. Right? Oh, that's why they were playing all the 0 and 1 drop artifact graveyard hate in their sideboard, because of the one Saga. I was trying to figure out why they weren't playing like Leyline of the Void or crop rotation. It's because they have one Saga that they can search up like Tormod scripts and stuff. Yeah. No. I really dislike artifact based graveyard hate just because of vigor. This match could have taken less time. But yeah. Don't know why this is. I mean, I do know why. Italian internet. Oh wait, was those Italian? Or were they Spanish? I don't remember. Because I'm still crop rotting. Or I guess I'm not crop rotting. What's happening? They just think it's worth it. I guess that's fair. They're not going to attack though. I mean, I don't know. We can just draw more wastelands. Like, this is still winning from this decision. It definitely feels bad to pitch the Minx, but I don't feel like it makes sense to hold on to it. You want to pitch the crop rot? I guess it could. Yeah, we'll just say EU internet. There you go. All right, so now I guess they could draw second wasteland, in which case I wouldn't be able to hold up crop rotation if I attacked. I mean, now I can start attacking for 2 next turn, so they drew second wasteland. I mean, I still crop rot the Bayou, so yeah, it's fine. I'm planning on it if they would release the dates. or what's on each date, I should say. But I heard the hotel prices are spiking because there's a football game that weekend, so I'm concerned. I am very concerned. They did draw the second wasteland, nice. I guess they have to use this wasteland to pay, so I'm never going to get... Never won't have a window to crop rot if I attack. Yeah, I think my plan right now is skip Eternal Weekend in Japan because it's just too early. Or, you know, the announcement was too late. I can't plan a vacation in enough time between scheduling time off and everything. I think Eternal Weekend Japan is unfortunately out of the question for me this year, which is unfortunate because that's like half the reason I bought Power. But then I will go to Four Seasons in Italy for the weekend, play Friday, Saturday, Sunday. And then I'm planning to play Eternal Weekend in North America in paper. And then if there's no main event on a Sunday and I bail out, I might play from my hotel room, the Magic Online one. I'm not exactly sure. Because I theoretically could play if I don't do well in the paper event, there's a possibility I can play I won't be able to stream it from the hotel, obviously, but I don't know. A lot of things I'm considering here. I mean, I think I'm just gonna wasteland their wasteland that's tapped. Seems like pretty good. This is just a very powerful game of Vintage where I'm attacking with a 1/1 with Exalted, and my opponent played a 0-mana 1/1 with Fire Breathing. You know, just Vintage things. All right, tap Wasteland down. Are you going to now Wasteland my Tabernacle, or are we going to keep playing this game? Oh, all right, we're going to keep playing this, keep the Tabernacle in play game. I think they feel that me having to tap 2 is more prohibitive for me, but I don't feel like I mean, I know I don't have any powerful cards in hand to play, so. If they're not going to block, they probably should be attacking, right? I'm okay with playing the 2/2 beatdown game. Unless they draw Bazaar. And then things get interesting. But we still have Bajuka Bog crop rotation, so it shouldn't be too big a deal. All right. I mean, yeah. Continuing to get mana is a good thing, for sure. Would have been weird if we had pitched crop rotation instead of Minx. They wouldn't have probably have. Would they still have not tabernacled or would they still have not wastelanded tabernacle if we had pitched crop rotation? Not sure. I guess at this point we do have to be worried about getting forced. That's a good draw. That will be a pretty reasonable one too. Attacking. They're just off it now. Okay. I mean, opponent mulligan to 1,000,000. You know, they had to mulligan basically way too many times to play Magic. But honestly, there are definitely mulligans to 4 and 5 for the HollowVine hand that can win. Those ones were just a little bit too weak to play against like a Tabernacle per se. All right, here we go. Round 2. Can we continue? Yeah, I mean, that looks pretty good. We can Green Sun for 2, or we could just get 2 Death Rights. Ooh, yeah, I mean, this is a keep. We could Green Sun for 1 and get a... No. Yeah, Hex. Could get a Shepherd. I think what I'm going to do is go Black Lotus Chalice and see if that incurs a reaction. And then we need to figure out what we would like to Zenith for. Because we don't really need a Deathrite Shaman. And probably don't even want a Deathrite Shaman. But But if Chalice resolves, we don't really have a good avenue to be reclaiming here. We could get like a Tarmogoyf or a Scooz. Tarmogoyf, Scooz. Maybe we do want to get a 2-drop so that we can keep the Deathrite in hand to pitch to Vigor. I don't know if we want to be able to pitch to Vigor. I'll go 2. And we'll get a Tarmogoyf or a Scooz. I'm gonna go Tarmogoyf because I have a Deathrite Shaman if I need a Scooz. Not the most powerful start for a Black Lotus, but it is bizarre. Okay. Definitely some regrets not playing my Deathrite Shaman out. Some regrets not getting Scooz. I could have got Scooz here. Would have been pretty reasonable. Should I have predicted they would be on Dredge? Probably. That is what they typically have been playing. Tarmogoyf is still not bad against Dredge by any means. So I decided that after Lotus and Chalice resolved that I didn't want to get Allosaurus Shepherd. All right, hopefully they play 2 hollow ones. No, just 1 hollow one. All right, I'm going to hold the Vigor, and I'm going to get a Dryad Arbor going. Yeah, that's a green card, so it's not bad. Okay, this is not bad. We have some problems for sure, but yeah, Scooz would have been really good. If we had gone Scooz, we would have been in a great spot. Man, they hit a lot of dredgers. And they're going to bring back... They have a bridge in their deck. Wow. Okay, this looks pretty bad. But we do have a 5/6 Tarmogoyf now, so maybe it's not terrible. Okay. I probably have to Vigor... Oh my. Well, these dredges were really, really, really good. Like, just top tier dredges. I don't even think we would have been able to power through the... I mean, we would have been able to... If we had gone Scooz, we would have been able to eat the 1 dredger. But it's not... They might not have gone double Ichor. They might have gone double dredger if we had gone Scooz. This looks really bad for me, though. The dredges were just way too strong. I'm going to get Therapied, which I get to misstep. Probably just have to Vigor. And save life. This is just too many creatures, though. Yeah. I mean, they have triple Ichorid. Like, we can eat the Grave Troll, and then they can just Ichorid. Yeah, we're okay. We died. I don't even think Scavenging Ooze would have won that game, which is crazy. We basically needed to hit Wasteland off the top. It was too much. It was too much. So I would rather have the 1 green mana because we weren't actually going to be able to, like, the number of things was going to be too much no matter what. All right, so we're gonna bring in Tabernacle and Bog and Crop Rotation, and then we're going to take out Blast Bolts, Blast Bolts. This only hits Therapy, so it's not very good, but Collector Roof is really bad. Manglehorn can stay, Cindervines can go, Loam can come in, Chalice can come out. I guess maybe we take Furies. Because this militant doesn't really help. And we don't really need all these vigors. Probably better to just have the militant then. This looks fine. I mean, we have a pretty good setup for Dredge. Like, we have a million wastelands. Boy, oh boy, oh boy. I think this is a mulligan, unfortunately. If it had a land in it, I would keep it, but it has no lands in it. If they counter my Black Lotus, it's really bad. Like, if they don't counter my Black Lotus, I get to go Shepherd, Reclaimer, Hierarch. But the problem is I don't actually have a follow-up land to even Reclaimer away, so let's just mulligan this hand. This hand does have a Wasteland and a Crop Rot, so we're going to keep it. Definitely don't think I need this Vigor. Shouldn't need to hold open Crop Rot on turn 1, so let's get a Hierarch going. I guess if I get griefed, but if I get griefed, I'm getting griefed, right? I'm not going to get a Bajuka Bog in response to getting griefed, so... So here we have a Hierarch. This Hierarch would definitely be better as a Deathrite Shaman here. I'm not going to lie to you. I was very tempted to play no Hierarch and 4 Deathrite Shaman, but I felt like I gotta hold true. Triple Stinkweed Imp, huh? That is a lot of Stinkweed Imps. Hex Drinker. Alright, Wasteland this. Play this Hex Drinker, I guess. Don't think I'm gonna go for a Bog, because an opponent could play Crop Rotation here. Not Crop Rotation, they could play Noxious Revival. I want to be able to do that in response. Also, if they Dredge, I can just hit it if I need to. Okay, I need to. Maybe I don't need to. They have Mental Misstep? Wow, that is just an absolute brutal happening. Oh boy. Okay. I guess it's better than them having a Bazaar, so... I definitely wish we had a Deathrite Shaman. This game would be like really easy if I had a Deathrite Shaman instead of a Hierarch. Alright, I guess we're on the snake game plan here. Which I can't attack with. Okay, alright, another Dredge 5. They hit a Chill and another Dredger and another Bridge. If I can pitch cast Fury, I can do the evoke part first where I can break the bridge, which would be pretty cool. It's gonna be pretty hard to pitch cast Fury though. We might... Oh, I hit the Deathrite Shaman. That's nice. See if it resolves, I guess. I probably don't want to give them double zombie. Actually, my thing was a 2-1 and their thing is a 1-1. Oh, I have Exalted. All right, I forgot about Exalted. You're right. I could have attacked. I definitely forgot. So here's the trick, chat. You have to make a pretty like obvious misplay every round or so that the people in YouTube will comment. It ups engagement. So, I don't think I need to attack here. I think I would rather just make my thing pro everything first instead of giving them 2 zombies. Yeah. Yeah, it's all about farming the YouTube comment engagement. That's why I did it. All right, so now I need to eat this Icarid. We are kind of losing to Slow Dredge here. Not losing. Okay, actually, that makes me get my Hex Drinker all the way up, right? That's a really good draw. Yeah. Oh, no, I'm 1 short. It needs to be 8. Never mind. I have to eat this Icarid, though. All right, well, I probably should have attacked at some point. I don't know. I just feel like if I make it protection from everything, I can't lose at that point, right? Ooh, they hit a therapy, so now they can get zombies. 2 zombies. It's not that big a deal. Oh, I can actually hard cast this Fury and kill both zombies. Really get them. Actually, how many dredgers do they even have left? They're on 1 dredger. I probably want to eat the 1 dredger instead. I'm not convinced I played this game in the correct manner. I feel like I had better optimization of choices that I made here, but it's okay. They're in the tank. What could Justin possibly have in his hand? Yeah, I think I just eat the Thug, up the Hex Shrinker, and attack for 7. And it's a 3-turn clock. Few Force of Vigor, fair. Nah, I have a Fury. Die, zombie horde, die. Okay, so I think here it's actually just better to eat the Golgar. Oh, they do have another dredger. In that case, well, I'm gonna pump the Hex Drinker. And I guess I can just hold open Deathrite Shaman for an Archamoeba. That's probably the best course of action. All right, I have a nice 3-turn clock with my Hex Shrinker, so they hit a Creeping Chill. Okay. It's annoying. There goes my clock, but I get to eat this Icarid. I guess I have to do that before cleanup. Oh, I guess at this point I could... No, I gotta eat this Icarid. And then maybe I'll eat the Shambling Shell. Oh, I guess they'll probably pitch another Dredger and end stuff here. Yeah. If I hit a land, I can play Fury. Oh, I have a crop rotation. Okay. Should I show them crop rotation, though? It'll make them concede, so... I think I am just gonna do it. Oh, wait, no, they could have Force. Though they're F6, so... Yeah, this gets Forced. It's actually super bad for me. I shouldn't have made this play. I wanted this game to end, but... It's just kind of silly. That was really bad. I think I just hold open crop rotation, hold open Deathrite Shaman, attack for 7. I think that's the play. Yeah, we'll just run it back. I mean, every crop rotation you show them, like, it's not obvious I'm playing 4 crop rotations. I could be playing 1, could be playing 2, could be playing 0, or, well, not 0, obviously. All right, I have a Strip Mine. I have a Figure. I have a Green Sun. Is this good enough? Yeah, it's probably okay. They kept a 7-card hand, though. That's really bad. We don't know how many, right? The next question is, do we Green Sun for a Dryad Arbor? Seems bad. I think it looks bad. I'm just going to hope they don't have a Noxious Revival here. Okay, so then they're just going to be dredging. Dredge 5. Hit double Narcomoeba Prized Amalgam. That's not great. Might need a Tabernacle now. Or just play a Tarmogoyf, I guess. Even just if I can resolve this green zone and get a death right, it's pretty good. Oh. Or I should probably get a Reclaimer is what I should get. Yeah, ooh, they have Force. That's so bad for me. I mean, ooh, we drew what, Manglehorn land? Yeah, this looks pretty lost to me. I mean, we can draw a crop rotation. We can draw a Tabernacle. I think we're gonna lose this game. It's kind of unfortunate. Was it just not a good enough hand? Didn't feel unreasonable, but I'm just gonna play this as a blocker so I can get rid of this bridge. I don't need a Vigor anymore because they don't have hollow ones. No, I'm not gonna destroy my Emerald. Definitely have a subset of draws that is good. I just don't think it's gonna be. I think it'll be too late at this point. Yeah, they hit Icarid. All right, I mean, I have to hit Tabernacle now and then something else after, which is gonna be rough. Oh, they're gonna hold back. Wow, they're gonna hold. No, they're not gonna hold back. Okay. Yeah, I just want to get rid of this bridge in case I don't hit that. This is tough. I have a crop rot, but it's so late. It's so sad. They had mental misstep too. Okay, fair enough. This hand was just really hard for us to beat. 6, 9, 12. And then I will lose even if I get a tab. Okay. Yeah, I mean, this was just a really good... I mean, like, Dredge kept 7. It's pretty hard to beat Dredge 7 without having a substantially overwhelming amount of graveyard hate. And I guess this was not a substantially overwhelming amount of graveyard hate. Interesting. All right, well, lesson learned. I guess I could mulligan for more, but I had a Deathray Shaman, and I had a Wasteland, and I had a Boseiju, and I had a Vigor for hollow ones. Like, it feels like that was a keep. It just my opponent had misstep Force, bizarre triple Dredger. Dredge 7 hand. Okay, round 3. Fighting. Ooh. Man. Close. Try again. Yeah. Yeah, I guess that's a keep. I can bottom the Scoos, play a Reclaimer, and then eventually Renin 6 strip mine my opponent? If I had a fetch, I could just play Renin 6 on turn 1, and we're in a great spot. I'm gonna keep this. I think I like... I mean... Yeah, if I draw... Yeah, I like Reclaimer. They are F6, so does that mean they're on workshops? No, they're just F6 of the Misty Rainforest deck. Well, hopefully Chalice is good. Oh, Chalice should be good against Volcanic Island. None of that shit. Well, actually, I guess I just run and 6 it. I guess you do get a Ragavan. I forget, like, Ragavan is just so... Ragavan is so bad. That card is just unplayable. Oh, now they have Force. So they drew Force for turn? Alright. You ready for this Ragavan to get Dryad Arbored? Ambush Dryad Arbor. Get him. Nice mythic rare. Here's a forest. Oh boy. Don't play Ragavan in Vintage. I don't like this card. I wonder if they're playing. Oh no, they're playing Rug. It's a good one. I wish my Ren and 6 resolved. I would feel a lot better about this game. As it currently stands, I think I'm losing. Wait, so this gets upped on 3. I could theoretically attack Ren and 6. I could kill their land and attack Ren and 6. Or I could get a Saga. Probably just want to get a Saga. This Reclaimer looks really good in general here. Yeah, opponent having a Ren and 6 and us not having a Ren and 6 is definitely going to be an issue. Strip Mine Lock. Oh no. Well, that's bad. Okay. I guess we lose. Oh boy. I mean, I don't know what to say. I felt we couldn't lose this game when my opponent F6'd on turn 1, and then after they drew Force of Will, I guess we can't win this game. Kind of brutal. If I had if I'd kept Scavenging Ooze instead of Chalice, I would have at least had counterplay here. But wait, why don't you just Wasteland me? I don't really understand. I mean, I have to get going on this, so just gonna turn this and make this thing a 3/3. You want to strip mine me by all means. Let me get my forest, I guess. It's kind of too late, unfortunately. I don't really think we have. Yeah, thank you, Urza Saga. All right, I'm done. Force Ren and 6, resolve Ren and 6, win game. All right, so they're probably Rug or 4-color walkers. Definitely like Life from the Loam here. Don't know how I feel about Bog and Caracas, and I think the idea of Fury makes some sense. Don't really like Dryad Militant. Don't really like Vigor. And Chalice, don't really like Chalice. Cindervines is kind of meh. Guess we're gonna get some Crop Rots. Down for the rest of this. Well, I don't really want that. So more Crop Rots. Of course that doesn't have a Cavern. The deck can't remotely support Cavern. Also, playing Cavern in your Allosaurus Shepherd deck is like... don't like that very much. Yeah, I mean, I know that they have Caverns and play Caverns. I'm aware. Okay. Let's try again. Right. We can't all be Absorbenthree. I'm not a powerful enough wizard to make that play happen. So I gotta hedge my bets here. All right, play a Hex Shrinker. Go. I don't know. We're a little early. Absorbenthree is usually on a little bit later. Yeah, that's a good draw. Okay, so they are 4-color walkers. They're not rug. Oh, that's a really good draw. Oh boy. Hello. My one of lightning bolt. Maybe I am Absorbenthree. Get him. Okay. Oh boy. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Did they just draw a mental misstep, or they just decided Hex Shrinker is not a problem? I don't know which one I'm more concerned about. I mean, my opponent can play an Oko here, and I don't have Blast up. I felt like bolting was the right play, though. Oh no, we're getting Ren and 6 again. Yep. I mean, I couldn't make this thing a 4/4, so I don't know. I don't know. Apparently, the 4-color version of my deck is a little bit better than mine. Oh boy. Yeah, I think we're gonna lose. No. Show me the strip mine log, baby. Okay. If we draw fetch land and play Grisp, is it okay? Man, I would love to have this cracked already, but I guess I'm gonna have to play this so I can play my Grist, huh? Oh, they're just off it. They don't care. Oh, didn't even fetch Underground Sea so they could start eating things. It's kind of interesting. Why would you not fetch Underground Sea there? Oh, they have the Wasteland. I guess I'm going to crop rotation this Bajuka Bog. I guess I'm not going to crop rotation this Bajuka Bog. Okay. You got me. Mm. Right in 6 is usually not too powerful in a Deathray Shaman mirror where you can like eat the thing they're trying to get back, but I don't have any Deathray Shamans, so I think I just expose myself to get this Grist going. I think so. This kills Planeswalkers. So if they don't kill my insect with their Ren, you know, we get a play. Card sweet. I don't cast it very much. I don't play black-green very much, but... I guess they can attack my Deathrite, but that's Equilibrium, so I am going to lose my Bayou. All right. No, I'm gonna mill over my Dryad Arbor. Come on now. You know that'll happen first. Yeah, they can't get back this wasteland without not killing the insect, so I might as well play this and hold open rotation. Yeah. Yeah, okay. God, that's the worst, one of the worst cards they could have for here. Because now they get to kill this, wasteland me. Yeah, kill this, attack Grist. I guess I still have crop rotation, so maybe it doesn't matter. Oh, they have the underground sea. Maybe it doesn't matter because if they spend their time getting back wasteland here, I can crop rot for a Dryad Arbor, attack. And then I don't even know if that's like good. Maybe I don't want to tap. Maybe I just fling it. I don't really know if I want to fling my Dryad Arbor. Well, now I can't fling my Dryad Arbor because it will kill my Grist. The question is, am I really supposed to get a Dryad? Oh, they're just pinging my Grist. Really? They have a second Ren and 6? Okay. Yeah, all right. No, the grist plan has been defeated. The grist plan has been defeated. So God. I can crop rot for a Urza Saga. And that will make me a 1/1 and then get wastelanded. So that's not very good. All right, let's go to my next turn. Scavenging Ooze? No, this thing dies to the Ren 6. Oh, man. If I still had my Bajuka Bog, I could Bajuka Bog their wasteland. But I don't. What do I have? I have nothing. I have absolutely nothing. None of this is good. Shouldn't I get the fetch land? My last fetch land? Okay. That way I could play a 3-drop if I draw it. I'd like to draw like my own Ren and 6. That would be a cool draw. Just keep drawing crop rotations. Okay, fair. Yeah, all right. These are like the 56th to 60th cards in my deck. They're so medium. I want to draw 4 Green Sun Zenith. You know? Yeah, but I also could have, like, instead of drawing crop rotation every turn, drew a Green Sun Zenith, and then I would have a Deathray Shaman, and this wouldn't even be a problem. Like, Ren and 6 Wasteland Lock is just not an issue if I have a Deathray Shaman in play. Okay. Like, I could draw Minx and Boo. By the time I draw something that I can cast, they're going to have hard cast force. Almost assuredly. I also think they should double Wasteland me, but Yeah, I mean, a 6/7 Tarmogoyf does look pretty unbeatable. I agree. I mean, they're going to draw Oko, right? There's no winning. Uh-huh. They ate the grist because they're going to try to get it smaller. But I have a Hex Shrinker. Come on. Come on now. It's going to be a 5/7 Goyf. I guess 5/7 is kind of important if this thing is on 6. But I have the sneaky Hierarch in the back. 5/6 Goyf. Sure. Hey, look who it is! All right, so first I'm going to play this Hierarch. And then I'm going to attack Renin 6 and see if they block. Whitelisted on turn 11. He's whitelisted. It's turn 11 and he drew his Renin 6. All right, Deathrite Shaman problem solved. They're going to eat a creature, but then if they kill the Hierarch, they're just killing the creature again anyways. All right, so, and then I'm going to... I mean, maybe I'm going to get negated here. I guess it's possible that I get negated here. I mean, we have to make the line, right? Yeah, Okay. I will get back... Ooh, do I don't want to get back Bajuka Bog, do I? Because then my Tarmogoyf gets super small. Okay, I was thinking about bogging them so they couldn't do anything, but I don't want to get... I can wait on that. Till after we kill this Renin 6. All right, they drew a lot of land. Well, I guess they drew a lot of lands. They used a lot of Renin 6s, right? Maybe they also drew a lot of lands. They have 6 cards in hand. I don't know what are their 6 cards if they don't have a removal spell for Renin 6 and they didn't have a answer for Tarmogoyf. So I think I'm gonna try to wasteland lock them here if this Renin 6 is just dying. Just start cutting off their color sources. I guess double green. I don't know if they have a demonic in their deck. If they have a demonic in their deck, it's better to hit C. And I also have a hard cast endurance here if I want it. Maybe I'm supposed to hit their graveyard, actually, so that they can't draw dig. How much is that going to hurt me? I have land, instant, creature, 4. Yeah, that's probably correct. I'm going to lose out on 2 power, but I'm going to gain 3 power, and then they can't dig. Yeah, that looks good. Oh, how the tables have turned. I am now the Renin 6 player. I mean, they can just draw Ancestral and win this game very easily, but we don't talk about that. They can definitely win this game very easily with just like a reasonable series of draws. Yeah, okay. Oko is a good one as well. Oko is a good one, though. Oko, are you gonna turn my elk? Or I mean, this endurance helps a lot here. Oh, okay, another Moxen. Okay, they still have a wasteland, right? Or no? Is that in their yard? That was. Oh no, that got shuffled back in. Okay, so they're gonna stand up. So they have to jump here, and I can't kill the Oko. This last crop rot might still be good for us though, because this crop rot can get us that saga. And I think now that the Ren and 6 Wasteland lock is gone, yeah, so maybe they flooded out a lot here. I think once the Ren and 6 Wasteland lock is gone, I can maybe just start chaining sagas. That's a good draw too. I don't think I gain anything by doing now, so let's just attack this Oko. Yeah, okay. So the Oko goes to 2. I wasteland their tropical island. I get back my wasteland. And then I play my own Deathray Shaman. Actually, I probably play my Deathray Shaman off this Taiga. Okay, we continue. And I'm almost to this. I don't really have great spells to retrace besides Lightning Bolt. We won this game. Opponent flooded out like crazy. But we actually drew through our crop rots. Like, I don't want to play a million crop rots, but I like what else am I gonna do here? Like, none of these other cards do anything at all. They're just really bad. So we continue. What a game of Magic the Gathering that was. I think this is a mulligan. It's really bad if they have their own Deathrite Shaman and I don't draw lands. But if they do, I mean, it's really close. It has a lot of good cards for the matchup. I'm going to keep it, but it's fine. Like, it has a ton of the best cards in the matchup for me. So, and a basic that can't be wastelanded. I kind of feel like it makes the most sense. It's a little annoying if they go Ragavan. I guess I could just instead go Reclaimer and block. No, Deathrite Shaman. It's definitely awkward. Kind of need my Deathrite Shaman to be good. That at least turns on my Deathrite Shaman, so that's a pretty good draw. Our mana base is not that sketchy. You just have to view the colorless lands as spells, and it's actually pretty normal mana base. Like, this mana base is very normal. I don't think the mana's that bad. This is Ren and 6. Oh, this is Dash Monkey. I think Dash Monkey is fine because we have Collector Oof. Definitely. So I could Wasteland and then play Collector Oof, but that just lets them Deathrite. I think I just want to go Collector Oof, hold open my Shaman activation. No, I kind of want to make it so that they can't play a 3-drop. There's also that. Okay, so I guess they're going to get to play a 3-drop if they have a land. I definitely would rather have my Oof Force than my Ren and 6, so that's a plus. No, I don't think I like Ren and 6 Wasteland there. The biggest problem here is my opponent gets to play Oko. Maybe... Yeah. I do have Grist, though. So maybe that's not a huge... I mean, Grist is like one of my only answers to this card. So I actually have Pyroblast as well, but... I think I'm going to go... Taiga, Reclaimer, Grist, kill Oko, pitching... I don't really like that. They still have a Ragavan that I kind of need to block at some point. I guess I could just let them... I could Wasteland the red source, play a Grist, but then they just Ragavan off of Deathrite. Maybe that's fine. I don't know. There's a lot of really reasonable choices here. I don't think you want a Ren race. Then they just plus their Oko and murder you. I guess they don't exact. Well, then they can just trade their food token for my 1-drop, which is also horrible for me. Don't really think you can play Ren here. If they trade food token for Deathrite Shaman, that feels losing. They have Ren and an unknown. They have What if I play... What if I play Ren, ping Oko, play Reclaimer? No, it doesn't work. Because then they just stand up. I don't know. It's kind of tough. I guess I could just play Grist plus Grist and Wasteland. I could play Grist plus Grist and play Reclaimer. Then they just get an attack or a swap, and those are so bad for me. Oh, I can't even play Grist and Reclaimer because there's no lands in the yard. Maybe I have to go Ren then. Wow. Oh, I guess I could technically go Scooz Reclaimer and give them 1 turn. What would they do? You think they would trade? I don't know, man. I think I'm going to have to go with this Ren line. I'm pretty worried about this line, to be honest, because I just let them have a free Oko turn, but... So we know they have Ragavan and 2 unknowns. If they don't have a fetch land, they can't play Ragavan. They can take my Deathrite, they can take my Reclaimer, but then that exposes their Oko to Renin 6, so that seems unlikely. More likely, they stand up food token and attack Renin 6, which is fine. It goes to 1, and then I have Renin 6 lock, so maybe that's actually, well, not lock, because there's a Deathrite Shaman. That might just be fine. I don't know, maybe I was overthinking it. I was like kind of hoping for something better, but I think that's the Renin 6 is the only real line. This is not my area of expertise, so sorry if that turn took like 10 minutes. It's like a doomsday turn for me. I had like 6 different combinations of cards, and I couldn't really tell which one was better. So if my opponent doesn't have a fetch or a wasteland, they actually are in kind of a tough spot, I would assume. Because they have a Ragavan that's dead in their hand. Okay, never mind. All right, they can play anything they want. Please don't Minx and Boo me. That's all I ask. Okay. I'm just going to F6. All right, so Ragavan and what? Whoa, if they switch Ragavan with... Does it go back to their hand? At the beginning of it? Oh my god. Okay, I'm just going to chump this then. If they were to switch Ragavan and Reclaimer and then Ragavan went back to their hand, I don't think I would be able to play Magic here. So I'm going to have to thank them for attacking. This is a snap block. Good lord. They could have just done it. Wow, I've never seen that before. That is really cool. They still have switch food for Deathrite Shaman, which I think is a winning line, but I mean, if they're going to make 2 food and not stand up, why would you not stand up? Stand up has got to be better there, right? Wow. I'm super surprised. Yeah, if they switch, they shoot with Ren, but then they have double Deathrite Shaman. I think they're winning. I now have to see what I want to do. I still don't have like a good grist. I guess I can just make an insect and it's fine. I think we're just gonna plus Ren on nothing. Yeah, I think we're just gonna plus Ren on nothing. Should be kind of hard for them to kill Grist. I don't want to sack my Deathrite Shaman. It doesn't really make sense. Deathrite Shaman is helping lock them off of mana. Oh god, this mills though. I'm so lucky that milled creature. I guess if it had milled a land, I would have gotten it back with Renin 6. So maybe that was fine. I'm just like trying to hold open this Deathrite so that I can Deathrite in case they have a fetch. So, like, I want to play Marvel Snap, but I'm just so turned off by the aesthetic of the game that I just can't. I don't know. I don't really want to do Marvel anything. If it, I'm pretty bad. If it was just a, some kind of weeb aesthetic, it was a little some hot anime girls or something, then I'd play some Marvel Snap. I just don't want to play Marvel anything. The game could be great, and I'm sure the game is great. I've seen it on Twitter, but. So I can actually take a food hit. No, I can't really take a food hit because then I can't kill the Oko. So I kind of just have to jump here. But oh no, I had fetch land for Dryad Arbor, chat. Oh, what a punt. What an absolute punt. Ah, what a nightmare. I didn't even think about it. That would have been so good. Would have really punished their no food play. Okay, so Scavenging Ooze. Fetch land. Fetch a Dryad Arbor. Sack a creature. Oh, yes. Yes. Okay. All right. Okay. This play should have happened last turn. It would have punished them for making 2 food tokens, and it would have been so good. I would have gotten 1 land back with Wrenn and 6, and then would have held open Deathrite for the other land. It would have let them use their Deathrite probably, but it worked out. That was crazy games. All right, round 4 versus No Props. Let's see what kind of bizarre deck No Props is playing today. I've got double Wasteland, so yeah, I'm gonna keep. I can even Green Sun for a Deathrite Shaman. I'm in a good spot. Oh, I don't think this deck can cast Eidolon. No shot. Have you considered that I don't want to get my Saga Vigored? Has anyone considered this? I'm going to get Deathrite Shaman. So I have Deathrite Shaman turn 1 with a bunch of extra mana and Wasteland against No Props. Should be a decent spot, depending on how many Vengevines they put into play. Please, the fewest Vengevine numbers possible. That is what I hope for. Negative Vengevines. Hopefully, yes, I agree. -1 Vengevines would be the number I would enjoy. What? Oh, it is -1 Vengevines. Wow. Okay. Oh, that's bad. Should have played Saga. No. I'm gonna get tinkered. Do I kill this jet? I don't get... If I get tinkered into a Sphinx, then it can't get Outland Liberated. I think I'm going to not kill the jet. They could just Ancestral, right? And if they don't have Sphinx in their main, then I can still kill at Citadel. I don't think playing around main deck Sphinx is worth it. I feel like there's like a reasonable chance this demonic is is Ancestral or Tinker. Like those are both true. Yeah, it was Ancestral. Let's go! Sometimes I feel smart. I want them to play Urza Saga here. Please, please, please take the turn off of playing blue sources and just play an Urza Saga. All I want is for you to be a follower of the sagas so I can just wasteland them every turn. They probably won't play Urza Saga seeing as I have an Outland Liberator in play, but maybe they only have sagas in their hand. The good news is we can't really get Citadel with the Liberator in play. That's why this card's sweet, or one of the reasons why this card is sweet. I like it a lot. I also like not having to play a bunch of them because we have 5 of them in our deck with greens and stuff. 9 sagas in hand. Well, if you take the -1 Vengevine and add it to the saga, it definitely equals at least 5 sagas. Okay. Ruby. And Saga. Saga. Come on. Come on. No props. I know you're a Saga gamer. No Props is one of the loudest people on Twitter advocating for Saga's restriction. So I don't know why. I feel like Saga should make Force of Vigor based Bazaar. It should be better for you that Saga exists, but I'm still going to Wasteland this volcanic island. And then we're going to flip our Liberator. I guess I could have a Hull Breacher here. I guess it's a good thing I Wastelanded first. I mean, if I get Hull Breacher Twisted, I'll be a real sad Justin, but... Every time I get Hull Breacher Twisted, I feel real bad inside. Oh, is it an opposition agent? Oh, is it a Braid on my Outland Liberator? Wow, brutal. Absolutely brutal gamer. I'll take him off black mana. Do I want to play around Cruise by eating their land now? No. Though I might play around Dig if they fetch. Key resolves. Oh no, no, not like this. Not like this. Okay, we're safe. All right, you just need Vigor now. We have 4 of those in our deck, right? All right, time to make a 2/2. Let's go. Clap, clap. Where's the Saga Gaming? I think I'm going to get a Black Lotus so that I can have Hardcast Endurance up. I guess I can technically have Hardcast Endurance up by just playing a land. But I think I want to be able to eat with Deathrite Shaman. So I'm going to get Black Lotus. Ooh, who is the Saga gamer now? I mean, we could definitely still lose this game to just Tinker Vault Key, unfortunately. But I don't have a Vigor or a Pyroblast in my hand. Not much I can do. Oh, here's the Hull Breacher. Oh, no, not the Wheel and Dealing. I sure hope we don't get wheeled and dealed here. Well, we're good at we're great against Breach. Breach is not a problem, right? We have Endurance and a Deathrite Shaman, so I don't think Breach is a problem. I'm worried about Tinker. I'm worried about Mana Vault or Time Vault. I'm worried about Time Twister. There are definitely a large amount of cards that are bad for us here. Do. Okay. This could be bad, depending on what they hit. I mean, our opponent is on Breach. They do have 1 or 2 Breaches in their deck. This could be a Twister, though. I'm pretty happy with nice Flusterstorm. Don't care about that card. I'm pretty happy that I went for this Deathrite Shaman line because I'm really pressuring their life total now. They're gonna go to 10 and they actually have to block with the Hull Breacher. So now the question is, do I gain more damage if I try to resolve an endurance? I will lose 2 damage from constructs, gain 3 damage from... So I will swing for 9 and they're at 10. I could actually swing for 10. I could just swing for 10. So... But then they just block. And it's still lethal on 4 and 4. Okay. Oh, no, but if I swing for 9, they have a mana crypt flip. I think I might have been supposed to cast it. No, Hull Breacher would prevent the first draw, so... So I screwed this up, right? If I had cast Endurance, then I could have won by Mana Crypt Flip on this turn. I'm just going to eat now, because then they can't... Oh, I guess if they ever fetch, it's fine. I mean, I think I misplayed, right? If I had just played Endurance, then I would have had 3/3/3s, attack for 9. They go... Oh, no, it would take 6. Then I could eat, and they would lose on Mana Crypt Flip. So I think I just threw the game, right? I mean, if they had a force for my Endurance, then it's really bad, because then they go to 9. I can only attack for 3. They trade, and they go to 6. But I should have played this Endurance, if I'm correct. No, I'm hanging out with the girlfriend tonight. No prelim gaming. No gaming. I think we gave them a draw and an impulse. I'm pretty sure, unless I'm doing the math wrong. They were at 10. If they don't have a force, we have 3/3/3s, attack. They trade, they take 6. Oh no, they just take 6 again and go to 4. So maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it's the same either way. Okay, so they missed on the Narset. Now they have a Ponder. The good news is they don't have any way to like demonic or anything. They have to use Island. Shuffle. The good news is Time Vault is not lethal. Tinker is lethal, but Time Vault is not lethal. Wow, we got there. I think when I did the math the second time, if they're at 10 and I swing for 9 and they trade, they take 6 and they go to 4. No, but then they take 6, they go to 4, they go to 2 and they can die to Mana Crypt, right? Yeah, I think I played badly. Okay, we're already very pre-boarded for this matchup. The only questions are, do we want like Root Maze or Pillar or Loam? I don't think so. I mean, we already have all like the good cards against Breach, don't we? I guess Grist is kind of bad, so maybe we can bring in Pillar. And I mean, all of our cards are good against Breach because our Breach is so varied. I guess we can take out Reclaimer in this matchup and bring in 2 Pillars. Seems pretty good. Maybe we bring in Root Maze too, instead of Hex Drinker. Try that. We've cast 0 hamsters tonight. Boo! want to cast Hamster. Well, my opponent doesn't have to win by storm. That's the best part about Breach, is that the deck has like 4 different win conditions. The thing is, the other win conditions are a little harder to achieve versus us because we have so many ways to stop artifacts. So. Is this hand good? I think so. They've mulled to 5. What this hand doesn't have is turn 0 interaction of Vigor. Which is unfortunate. But it's pretty good against turn 1 Saga. No Sagas. Where are they at? Oh, jeez. So my opponent did mulligan to 5, but Ancestral will put him back up there. And the question will be, does it make more sense to Wasteland? See what they do with this Chalice. I kind of like Wasteland. I mean, we're in game, you know, we're in the 4th round. Not too much longer. Okay. None of that. Are they gonna mental misstep back? Okay, fair. Fair game. Fair game. I did top deck the mental misstep after they cast Ancestral. True. Factual. That's just the normal here. See if they keep or not. I think we're gonna strip mine. And I think we're gonna strip mine. It just feels like really strong, especially because they can't really use a Saga because they can't play any Moxen. So if we just keep them off of these lands, hopefully at some point they run out of lands and then we hit lands and play Ren and then lock them. I mean, I did say something about Bridge, but I know more people are trying Bridge recently, so my opponent chose not to shuffle. Another Wasteland. Okay, I mean, that seals the deal for sure. We're definitely going to keep Wastelanding them. I'm not sure we would keep Wastelanding them if we had not resolved Chalice. Okay, they have another one, but that's fine. Yeah, I'm just going to strip mine. And then we'll go Foothills, Dryad Arbor off of Zenith, and then we can go Ren and 6 strip mine. So if they're pausing here, they might have Mystical or Vamp. If they have Vamp, I think they would just go Vamp for a land. If they have Mystical, they probably can't cast it, I would assume. I think the only way this game plan actually works is because we had Chalice. They have Repeal. I got F3, 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 F3 in case they have Repeal. Oh, they have Mystical. Okay. Change the list. I mean, I wasn't gonna play their exact list. I had a list in mind, styled after their list. So they did Mystical here, which is interesting. Like, what can you put on top? If you have a land, I guess you could theoretically put Preordain. No, you don't have Preordain in your deck. They put Gitaxian Probe on top of their deck. Ah, okay. Okay. So they probe us. kind of free. Do they have a land? They don't have a land. Okay, so we're in a good spot now. Let's go get a Taiga and cast Zenith. Food. Thank you. Well, I mean, they get to draw a card and then see my hand, right? So they basically pay 2 life to see my hand, and they lose their mystical, but their mystical is like not that good anymore anyways, right? I think it's fine. All right, so Dryad Arbor has been said no to. So that means we can't Ren and 6 lock them next turn. I have to see if we hit a land this turn. Yeah, I mean, force on my green sun's very good here because we also don't have any more green lands, but we still have a chalice in play. We have, you know, once we hit a land drop, we're gonna be in a good spot. That's a good one too. All right. Does my next Zenith resolve? They use force pitching force. Doesn't mean they might still not have more. It might have more forces. Could have negations as well. Could have mental misstep. No, it can't have mental misstep. That's already been used. All right. Force pitching fluster. They're down to 3 cards. I think we should be able to Ren lock them out of this game. We just need to keep hitting. That's a good one. Yeah. That hit. That's mana too. All right. They're out. The camera died again. Man. I don't really know what to do about this. I think it's just the cam link is dying. We'll get it after this game. It doesn't look like this game's going to last very much longer. I think it just makes sense to go Ren now while we know it's going to resolve. All right, got there. 5th and final round of our Absorbenthree style JUND deck. Not going too badly. We'll see what we can do in our last match here. Pyro, Deathrite, Reclaimer. Yeah, this seems fine. Anti-Rush is always going to play something a little off the walls too, so we'll have to see what they're up to. I think it makes sense for us to just fill the graveyard on turn 1 here and get the Taiga, get this Deathrite going. Next turn, we can go Reclaimer, Deathrite, hold open Pyro, and then we're off to the races. Saga Gaming. Okay. I wish I had a Strip Mine or a Wasteland in my opener. Ooh, Lantern. It's kind of annoying. And a Mox, so they are going to get at least a Construct here. And a Soul Ring, okay. Oh, I know what they're playing. Unfortunately, we're not going to be able to Pyroblast very much. My opponent is probably playing Burgi Shops. So, experiment. Oh, jeez, that's a draw. Experimental Frenzy. Burgi, Sensei's Top, Mishra's Workshop. That kind of thing. Deck's sweet. It's not very good, but it's so sweet. I have a lot of videos of similar decks on my channel. If you like go back to 2021, maybe last year sometime. That's a lot of mana. Uh-oh. Oh, I guess we in fact Soul Guide only exiles opponents' graveyards. So I can exile their Saga here. And I do have Pyroblast for their Tinker. Kind of brutal. Oh, hard cast negation off of your Tolarian Academy? Excuse me? All right, well, that sounds bad. Sphinx. All right, we just need to draw one of our 2 Besiegers. Can I? There's no way I can, like, I don't have a Loam in my main, so I can't, like, search for Beseiju, Wasteland Beseiju, or sack Beseiju, and then get Beseiju out of my yard, because Loam is in the sideboard. It's a little unfortunate. Oh, I could with Ren. True. True, I could have with Ren. Okay. So I'm gonna get a... Well, I don't want to tutor Beseiju, though. That's the problem. Maybe I'll tutor a Wasteland. What I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna try to use my Death Right from my yard. I probably shouldn't have... Yeah, but I can bait the Lantern by using my Death right now. Yeah, there's no Maze of Ith in the main, or even in the... Okay, so I did successfully baited the Lantern. We have 3 hits here, which is nice. Hex Drinker. All right, so I want to make sure I leave open a Reclaimer activation. So yeah, I do have outs that are not just Beseiju, but not very many. I could also technically attack something and then eat, but I already on 3 attacks, so... It doesn't look like they're actually on the deck that I thought they were on, because this is too many islands. So they're probably just on a regular Tinker deck instead, which is less exciting. All right, so I don't have much time here. Is there any way... I don't think I want to tutor Beseiju, because that limits my outs, right? But if I tutor Wasteland... No, but I can... Yeah, if I tutor Wasteland, then I can sack, get Beseiju, Wasteland my Beseiju, get my Ren in 6. If I draw Ren in 6 this turn... Alright, so I'm gonna get Wasteland. I can also, like, hit the Tezzerator if I think I'm gonna get forced. So I didn't draw the Ren in 6. Okay. Which sequence here gets me the highest chance of victory, I guess, is the question. Yeah, they can. They can just hardcast force on my Ren in 6. Oh, true. I have... True. Oh, I can't mental misstep this because... I guess I can mental misstep this. True, I do have a true have an Allosaurus Shepherd. Okay, so I guess it makes sense for me to tutor for I Beseiju because I have then it opens me up to 3 Ren and 6s being good draws. So I think we're supposed to do it. We're just going to swap out the I don't know if it matters, the Bayou for a Beseiju. So we have 4 draws. We have 3 Ren and 6s and 1 Beseiju. We drew a Green Sun Zenith. Unfortunately, pro-green Sphinx cannot be Manglehorned, cannot be Grist. It can only be Besiejued. I think that's the end of the road in this game. Don't have another line. Okay, we tried. We made a line for it. I think I want Loam. I don't know what kind of Tinker deck they are still. So that's a little annoying. But I think I'm going to get rid of Dryad Militant and Hex Drinker and play Loam. Maybe we play a Seeds. That's another technically Sphinx answer. Kind of an interesting idea. Probably can take out 1 Endurance. I doubt they're using the Graveyard. Maybe we do something like this. Kind of an interesting idea. Don't know. I don't know what kind of Tinker deck they are. All we know is that they had Tinker, right? Tinker and Saga. 10 looks pretty good, though. So I think I'm just going to go Reclaimer so that I can find a strip mine, and then I can strip mine Loam Lock. Or I could get a Shepherd, actually, and then that might even be better. I'm gonna get Shepherd, actually. Is that silly? Doesn't sound silly. I wonder if that's silly. Yeah, that's the mana source that is not get hit by Chalice. True. Minx. What do I do? Just play Deathrite and go. Don't think I want to play this Besaju. Don't think I want to use the Besaju either, because I think we want to put the Deathrite, get the Deathrite going. I think casting Loam is the worst of the three options, because I think playing the Deathrite is more useful. Like, if they just Tinker here, it's so super okay for us, right? Because we just have Besaju. Oh, they don't have Tinker. They have Merchant for Ancestral. Yeah, that's not good. Oh, they have Tezzerator again. Okay. Also, this way we can actually, if we draw land, we can Besaju and Loam it back. And Loam is uncounterable because of our Shepherd, so... Oh, that's also uncounterable. We don't have any lands in our yard yet, though. So can I Besaju this and then Loam with our Deathrite? No. I think I'm going to Besaju at the end of turn no matter what. But I think I don't want to do it now because it doesn't help me, right? So... Or maybe I do... Well, this is never going to be more than one. So, and I want to Besaju because I want to get a land in the yard for Deathrite. So I think we just wait. They have a Tabernacle. I guess we can just kill this Tabernacle. I think that's fine. I don't really want to pay mana. It's going to be bad for me. And then we can Loam back our Besaju. And Collector Roof, huh? Oh, the problem here is I'm still at the same point where I didn't hit a land drop, but I guess we'll get there eventually. I don't think I'm attacking. They can have like a Hull Breacher or something. What is this? Hard Cast Gush? I don't know what's going on. Oh boy. Yeah, still a Chalice in play. If our Chalice ever leaves, though, things get bad, right? I guess they could... Okay, yeah. 10 cards in hand. Good lord. I feel real far behind in this game. I'm going to respond here and uncounterably kill the Soul Ring and the Saga, pitching Minx because I don't have enough mana. Dress? Oh my god, they're going to dress down my Shepherd and force it? Come on. What is this, a Justin deck? Brutal. That's nuts. They actually had dress down to get their Saga through. Oh, am I getting Vault Keyed too? Oh my god. Yo, Dress Down is so good. The card is just so good. I don't even have Beseiju up right now, and I don't have Collector Roof in play. I think we're losing this game. Well, I have Beseiju for construct tokens, I guess. So unless they kill me this turn with a Tinker, then we're probably fine. Oh no. So this is just mono blue Tinker deck? Mono blue Tinker with Treasure Crew. What is happening? All right. Well, my opponent played a lot of restricted cards and beat the crap out of me here. I guess I should have played Collector Roof earlier in this game. But then they would have just dressed it down, right? Well, dress down doesn't let them do it forever, but... All right. Well, I'll take the L here to mono blue Tinker, I guess. I think our mono blue Tinker matchup should be pretty reasonable. But maybe I was just supposed to play Collector Roof earlier, and that was and I misplayed down that line. It's possible. Overall, I think this deck is totally playable. It's just like the JUND deck or the black-green rock deck. Force of Vigor should theoretically allow you to beat a subsection of the combo deck some amount of the time. So really, you're going to outgrind the blue decks, and you have a really crazy, anti-Bazaar strategy between Crop Rotation and Deathrite Shaman and Wasteland. So I think you're actually probably pretty good against Shops. You're probably pretty good against Bazaar. You're probably pretty good against other Deathrite Shaman blue decks. I think you're probably fine against other Deathrite Shaman blue decks, and then you'll struggle versus. I think you'll probably still struggle versus artifact-based combo decks like Tinker or like PO and Breach, even with Vigor. And then you're probably just completely you can't ever beat like a Doomsday. That doesn't seem very winnable. But the whole idea here it totally works, and that's kind of what I wanted to showcase today. I always like see people talking about Absorbentthree's decks, and I actually think they're pretty close to. I think if you just do a little bit of tuning, the idea behind Absorbentthree's decks and the things that it tries to leverage are powerful enough to win you games. And that's kind of what I wanted to portray here. So, hope everybody enjoyed this extra fun Deathrite Shaman content. New vintage videos on my channel Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 11 a.m. I will see you then.